guys, Stitching May here to do my January update video. It seems that starting the video is always the hardest for me. I have several false starts. I don't know why. It's not even that I mess up. I just feel really awkward starting off the video. Once I'm doing the video, I'm pretty good. So anyway, I digress. This video should be quick. I don't have a whole lot of progress or a whole lot of haul. Most of my haul is from Christmas because I started my Stitch from Stash budget this month. Glad to say so far I'm $5 under my budget, so I'm doing good. I made one purchase of floss, some Dinky Dye's floss, and then I did purchase the extender L-bar for my Lowry frame, but that doesn't count as Stash, so I kind of got in under the radar with that one. But just been kind of a busy month with nothing in particular that I can blame for my lack of stitching. I think my stitchy bug is slowly coming back. I feel the need to stitch now instead of thinking, oh, I need to stitch. Now it's like I want to stitch. I had some issues with a phone. I had a cell phone that was dropped and cracked despite it being supposedly indestructible. Leave it to me. And then I traded phones with my husband. I got a phone from my husband and the microphone went out. I purchased a new phone of the same version. That microphone went out within a day. And I finally got the phone that I have now that's working. But that means I set up 4 different phones within like 2 weeks time, 3 weeks times. And any of you that have ever set up a smartphone recently, getting all your accounts over is kind of hard. So I think that was where part of my stitchy time went, was trying to get my phone set up, which also meant that I was not posting as much in groups because my camera wasn't working, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm back in groups. I'm able to see the groups more, and it's causing me to want to stitch. Emily, your death by cross stitch is like making me drool. Like I didn't want to get on that bandwagon. It was such a huge piece. I figured that I would get tired of the one color, but seeing yours, the way you're adding different colors, really makes me want to do the project. You've got to stop enabling me. But anyway, so let me just jump into my my whips. I'll start off there. I don't have any finishes. I have my February towel start, and then I have a temporary UFO, and like I said, I do have some haul, but not a whole lot. And then I'm gonna try to start telling you guys my stitchy plans. I'm hoping that will keep me more accountable, because I've realized that floss tube does make me want to stitch more. However, when I realize that I haven't stitched as much, it makes me put off my videos, because it's almost like reporting to your not your parents, but like, I didn't do enough. I feel guilty not having more to show you. So it's a good thing and a bad thing. But anyway, I'll just jump right in. I'll start off with my 12 Days of Christmas. Stitch Mania, starting Christmas Day, did a 12 Days of Christmas themed sale. And so I appropriately worked on my 12 Days of Christmas by Plum Street Samplers. I can't talk today. I finished my 10th day, and then I started and worked on most of my 9th day. I also used this for the Color a Day challenge in Stitch Mania, as well as the weekend challenge in Stitch from Stash. They had the color red. They both had the color red. It seems like, I know the lady who did the Stitch from Stash started it as a subgroup from Stitch Mania. So I think it's purposeful that her color weekends match the Stitch Mania Color a Day challenge. They're both doing birthstone themed. So this was Ruby, which was red for me. But there that is. And this is going to kind of take a back seat for a little while. It's just, it's nothing. I'm just tired of stitching on Christmas stuff. So, but there that is. This is one of my Year of Whips challenge pieces. So I do hope to have this finished by December. The only thing I have left, I think I have day 7 and 8 to finish. But oddly enough, I don't think, like, this has the 10 of each thing, and this has the 9 of the ladies. I think 7 and 8 both have, like, one big motif. Kind of like the 6th day, instead of having 6 geese, it's got the 1 goose and the 6 eggs. So, we'll see. This is one that I need to finish this year, though. And then my January towel is my temporary UFO. I did not finish January. When I started working on my 12 Days of Christmas, I had no desire to stitch on this January towel anymore. I love the towel. It's beautiful and the scarf is amazing, but it's the back and forth of the colors and there's no rhyme or reason. It's driving me crazy. So it's become a UFO for now. My plan is in June when after Stitch Mania, they have Stitch Mania group has the wine and whips piece, and this is what I'm going to work on for my wine and whips piece. By then I should be done with all the other towels, and then I'll finish this one up and I'll be done with all my towels hopefully by then. That's my goal. So then I'll have all 12 of the Stony Creek towels done. I don't think I worked on this any more than the last time I showed you. Maybe a little more maybe a little more of the scarf, but I don't think enough to count. And then I worked a little more on my Teaching is a Work of Heart by Lizzie Kate. This will be a piece that I try to get finished next month. Like I said, I'm going to try to tell you my plans. Because I want to be able to go ahead and get these framed and get these finished. As you can see, all I have to do is finish the word heart and then do the books and then put their names on there. I'm probably not going to show you the names once they're on there, just for privacy. I don't think they'll want all the information out. But there that is. Guys, this piece is so easy. It's such an easy stitch. I'm stitching on this at work during my breaks. Haven't had a lot of break time this month at work. It's been very busy. It's flu season in a climate that goes from icy roads one week to 70 degrees and raining the next week. So we're busy. And then my new start was my February towel, and I'm almost finished with this one. All I have to do is finish stitching the word February, which I plan to do today, and I will be done. I think after I finish this one, I think I'm going to work on, because I don't have any more sales to work on this month. I don't know. Tree of Hope is calling out to me, and so is my Dinky Dye strawberry cheese or mixed berry cheesecakes. I don't know why that was calling out to me, but it is. So it'll either be my Tree of Hope or the reason I hesitate to do Tree of Hope now is because of my plans for next month. So I don't know. We'll see what I work on the rest of it. I don't know. I don't have plans for the rest of this month. I'm just going to kind of look through my projects, and whatever calls out to me will be what I work on. Okay, so as far as haul goes, first of all, in December, I participated in the gift exchange in Cross Stitch and Discuss. It was a holiday gift exchange. And my partner and I exchanged items, and I got this. She sent a wonderful gift for my son, and then she also sent me this wonderful ink circles design. This is called Flag Day. This may be a start for a patriotic event in Stitch Mania. Not 100% sure yet. I've decided, she also sent this fabric. I don't know, I think it's a 32 count, and I know it's a Zweigert because of the orange thread on it. But it's this really pretty kind of grayish, greenish, off-white color. I have no clue what color this is. But I think that this will fit on it. And if I just figure out that it will, once I count this out and make sure it's 32 count, if this project will fit on it, I'm going to stitch this project on here. And then I think instead of stitching it in all black, I think I'm going to stitch it red, white, and blue. Because it's Flag Day and that just seems appropriate. And I think I'll use that for my patriotic style in Stitch Mania. That's my plan. They're also doing a Lizzie Kate design that month for their Tour Day designers. That's hard for me to say. So I don't know if I will just instead find a patriotic Lizzie Kate and combine the two. So we'll see. She also purchased this When Cardinals Appear for me, which is by Blackberry Lane Designs. And I thought that it said When Cardinals Appear, Loved Ones Are Near. Oh, it's got angels. Okay. When cardinals appear, angels are near. That makes sense. Which, I just love the cardinal. I think it's a pretty bird. And there is another YouTuber that I watch. And cardinals have a special meaning for her. And I don't know, I've kind of, now that, I don't know. It's just, I like the sentiment. When cardinals appear, angels are near. So, that's very pretty. And then, also in my Christmas haul, I got, let me put this up so I don't lose it because it's got a corrections piece in it and I don't want to lose the corrections. From my husband, I got a lot of stitchy stuff. He purchased me this Designer Cross-Stitch Projects book that I think Mackenzie was the first one to get this one, I think. And I love a lot of the patterns in this book. They're all so pretty. I mean, look at this one. This You Are My Sunshine. The kind of cool thing is that some of these are easier. They're like big blocks of color. And my sister has seen some that she thinks she wants to stitch. One of the main ones I love. Let me see if I can find it. I should have had this ready already, huh? Where is it? Let's look in the table of contents. Oh, there it is. Is this butterfly one? I absolutely positively love that butterfly. So I can figure out what page the bigger picture that is on. Sorry. There it is. The butterfly effect is what it's called, and it's still not very big. But the designer is Felicity Hall. So it takes 85 hours to do, which means it'll take me, you know, twice as much. So 170 hours. But there's more than 1,000 designs to stitch. They're all new charts from Felicity Hall, Emily Peacock, Mr. X Stitch, and many more. So it's a really cute book. I think it came off, I know it's on Amazon. I don't know if he got it off Amazon or somewhere else, but that was one of my gifts from him. And then he purchased me this stitched kit, which I love this. To everything there is a season. As I've mentioned before, this was, I love the seasonal samplers anyway. Plus, I like that was what was read at my mom's funeral, and I've always loved that verse in the Bible. The only thing is when I put this on my wish list, and he purchased this from my wish list, I did not realize that it is a stamped fabric, and I have never stitched on anything stamped, and I don't know how to. It's a thicker fabric. It doesn't have like the holes that I'm used to having. It's a very closed fabric. And then that's upside down. Let's try that again. But I just don't know. Is that considered showing the pattern? No, because you can't get it from there. I'm hoping that maybe I can put this on a plain piece of fabric, possibly. I haven't decided yet because I absolutely love the chart and the piece, but I don't like that it's stamped, and that was my fault. I really do want to do the piece, and I did not realize it was stamped, so I got to read better when I look on Amazon. And then one of the other items he got me was, he took a page out of Jimmy Floss Tube's book and got me a chatelaine. Oddly enough, I think when I was helping Jimmy Floss Tube get the, pick out the flosses that didn't come in Emily's kit, he saw me looking at the website and he asked about them, and then he was like, oh, well, if you wanted to do one of those, which one would it be, and that kind of stuff. And then he ended up getting this for me for Christmas. This is the Mandala, Mini Mandala Gardens 1 through 3, and I definitely see with looking at these charts how the PDF version would be better. I may be calling on the help of Mackenzie as I get into these to kind of figure out some of the where the back stitch goes and that kind of thing. But I'm really excited to start this, and I think that Belinda and I are going to start. She's wanting to start a chatelaine in May, and I think I'm going to start this with her in May. That way we're both doing a chatelaine together. And it did come with the fabric and the beads. Oddly enough, I could not find the bead pack, and I messaged the lady at European Cross Stitch, and she's like, oh, look a little deeper, because it's a small pack, and the beads had fallen down inside, like, the pieces of fabric, like, kind of like down in here, and you couldn't see them at all. But it came with the 3 pieces of linen for each mandala, and then it has 3 different colors of treasure braid. 2 of them are the same, so I have 4 cards of treasure braid. Never worked with petite treasure braid, that'll be a first. It came with the beads, a small bead pack, and then it came with 3 of the Karen water lilies. Let me find my piece of cord. I don't know if y'all said that this does help, so this one is called Black Forest, number 063. This one is called Mulberry, 152. There's a good southern pronunciation for you. And this one is called Dark Shadows. So those are the silks that it uses. And there that is. And then he also threw an extra, a Q-snap extender to make a larger Q-snap, which oddly enough, I got the 11 by 11 from my dad. And then my husband threw into my gift the part that made it into a 14 by 14, or I don't know, it's just an extender. It makes the Q-snap larger. And then he also got me some of these. These are what I store my patterns in notebooks. Are these Top Secure, or Secure Top Avery sheet protectors. So that's an exciting item. And then last but not least is my own purchase for my haul. And this is my only purchase this month that counts for my Stitch from Stash. And I got one of the Dinky Dyes assorted Oops packs. I saw it online one morning when I was getting Con ready for school, and I jumped on, and there were so many choices, and I asked my husband to help me pick out which one. And I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for my New Beginnings SAL. I call it a SAL because Melody and I are going to start this on Friday together, and we try to Skype some on Fridays, and every time we Skype together, we're going to work on this together. So that will be that. I realized that I don't have enough to of each skein to interchange the colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of do a grab bag from these. I'm not going to go through and show you every single one. If you want me to, let me know and I will. But there's 20 different skeins in here, and then they also came with this little samplers skeins, which are like these little ones right here that don't have a name on them at all. And so I don't want to go through 20 skeins of floss. This is just their assorted Oops pack, and I think those colors will look great with this piece. I'm just gonna kind of grab and go, and I'm gonna use either a 28 tea-dyed like Mackenzie uses on her even weave that she loves, or either I'm gonna stitch on my go-to fabric, which is 32 count Richelt Lamb's wool linen. The reason I'm gonna use those 2 fabrics is because it's what I have in my stash, and I can't buy anything else. And then these are a few of the colors that also came with it that I don't feel like matched this, this. So I didn't want to put those on the project, but I will use those for something later. But that is it for this video. A very, very short, no, I gotta tell you my plans.